Now, it's time for the Royal Air Force's front line to show itself. Rolling now, the Eurofighter Typhoon FGR4. That's one of the most impressive takeoffs that you'll see during RIAT. With a power-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1 at the end of the runway, the aircraft can climb vertically from takeoff. Canard layout that you see. So both the wing and the canards are producing positive lift, which all help for the performance and turn radius of the aircraft. Startup is approved. And accelerating now for reheat for the high-speed pass, left to right at 600 knots. And if the aircraft were to maintain that level of power at that level, the aircraft would accelerate, continue to accelerate through the sound barrier to roughly 800 knots, but clearly limited here at the AirShow to 600, which is about 90% of the speed of sound. Typhoon has a very similar G capability to the F-16 that you see, +9 and -4. The difference between this and the F-16 is the protection of the pilot with a full body pressure suit. I was lucky enough to have a Typhoon trip about 3 years ago. And at one stage we sustained 9G for roughly 30 seconds, and I didn't realise that we were pulling that amount of G. It really does free up the capacity of the pilot to do other things under extreme G, sustained for long periods of time, without the danger of greying out or indeed blacking out. RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire, the operational conversion unit for the Typhoon force. Now, interesting to compare this slow pass to that by the F-16 earlier. Yeah, difficult to judge, because this is a slightly bigger aircraft, therefore it might be
The RAF's frontline Typhoon force very much deployed on operations at the moment. Operation Shader has been a recent focus. That the UK element of the fight against so-called Islamic State or Daesh. Validated the requirement to make sure that the missiles off the aircraft. It was never designed to do. And that's very important in terms of the RAF's future, isn't it? Because we're now obviously out on the Moray Firth and at Coningsby in Lincolnshire.
Yep, quick reaction alerts there, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Northbound south, there are 2 crews, 2 aircraft that are fully armed and fully fueled, ready to get airborne within 10 minutes. And a beautiful Canadian break to finish the display.
Yes, very nice indeed, and of course there are further Typhoons to look at in the static park from both the RAF and the German Air Force, the Luftwaffe, including a specially painted one that we saw arriving a little
Paint job for the Bournemouth AirShow back in about 1993.
The one in the static park, absolutely immaculate as you'd ever see a tornado, because it was put on for the 25th anniversary of Operation Granby, the RAF part in the first Gulf War last year.
Yes, they had the time to do it, and it was just one aircraft, so this was a special one-off paint job.
That part of the extensive RAF presence in the static park here. I think it's down towards the RAF village end of the airfield. Not quite sure of its final positioning, but you won't miss it. It's the pink tornado.
Loosely pink, more sort of sandy colour.
Yes. So there's Flight Lieutenant Ryan Lawson rolling out in the number 29 Reserve Squadron, Eurofighter Typhoon FGR4.